This is a Your Last Resorts production.
And welcome back to the Your Last Resort podcast with your host, Brandon Lejean, aka The Shoe Comic. This week, my guest, he's a super funny comedian. He has a podcast, Laughing with Landry. He's been touring all over the U.S. right now. CJ Landry, thank you for joining me on the podcast. I appreciate it. How you doing?
Oh, doing great, man. Apparently you're the dessert comic too.
I know. I'm a big fan of dessert, bro. Normally when I tell people to prepare desserts for the podcast, they're like, "What the fuck? Like, what is this weird ass podcast I'm going on?"
Wow. So you get people to make desserts for you?
No. Like, I just have them tell me. I hope you didn't make your 3 favorite desserts.
No, fuck that.
I just it's just a segment where I ask people their 3 favorite desserts and their least favorite desserts. It's always ends up being funny because some people give some weird ass dessert choices. We had a person say one of their favorite desserts was apple pie with a slice of cheese on it.
Oh my God.
Like a Kraft single melted on top of a slice.
Was it a homeless person?
That's what it's a guy I know that, like, he's a person I used to consider a friend until he said that shit. It's disgraceful.
Yeah, for real.
All right, bro. Well, thank you for being on. Real quick before we get into it, we start with the would you rather, but guys, I have to get sad for a minute. There's an OC comic. Her name was Nessa Ocampo. She just passed yesterday. She was battling cancer, and she beat cancer. She was a funny comic. She joked about it all the time, and unfortunately, she passed away from COVID. There's a GoFundMe to support it if any of you feel like donating. I don't mean to bummer out the podcast before we start, but I just want to give people a chance to donate and all that.
Yeah, I heard about it, man. It's fucked up.
Yeah, bro, it's sad. She was super nice. It's really sad, and it's cool though to see the whole, especially the Orange County scene kind of coming together. A lot of comics donating, even though as comics we don't always have a lot of money. So it was good to see. But okay, bro, we're gonna get back into the podcast. I normally kick it off with a would you rather, help people kind of break the ice and all that. Would you rather discover and explore Atlantis or discover and explore an alien planet with life on it?
See, Atlantis, that's a casino, right?
No, it is a casino. It's also a ride at SeaWorld, I think. But Atlantis is like the lost underwater city. I don't know. And that probably has to do with the religion or something. Do you really?
I do know what it is.
Okay, I just had to make sure real quick.
Yeah, no, I just fucking with you. Yeah, no, I probably would do. I just feel like it would be a better time in Atlantis.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the bitches would be hotter.
Yeah, you got mermaids.
I feel like I don't know about alien women. I don't know.
Yeah, and the thing,
I kind of already have enough trouble with my own kind. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
I feel you. I was thinking about this too because, I mean, at discovering Atlantis, it would be sick. It's the underwater city, and so would the alien planet. But you like to visit the alien planet, you either got to stay in space or keep going back to space. If Atlantis is like supposedly somewhere on Earth, so you'd never be that far from this sick place that you found, instead of having to fly like 100 years in like a chamber asleep and shit to go visit the alien planet.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think Atlantis is the move, and they probably do have a casino in there.
Yeah, there's no, it's in international waters. Everything's legal there. They got monkey fights, all that shit.
Yeah.
All right, bro. So I wanted to ask you, because you've done a couple dates in different parts of the US and stuff. How has it been touring with COVID? Because for the people who out here, if you're not a comic and you don't know about it, in Orange County and LA, you just do outdoor shows. At best, you're maybe getting booked on like an outdoor restaurant or a backyard or something like that. What's it like in all these other places?
It's great. That's why I left LA.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal, dude.
It is.
So yeah, it's pretty sweet. No, but for real, it's good. I mean, everybody that comes out, they're wearing masks, and then whenever they sit down, they take it off. I mean, in the room, they're pretty distant. Some like we're doing improvs. We're doing
Yeah.
the improv. So all the glass they have like these I forget what they call like plexiglass, whatever
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
glasses between the tables. I mean, so it's not like it's just fucking Wild West. I don't care.
Yeah.
There's
People aren't
still
sitting in laps and shit.
yeah, no, it's still I mean it's still safe, like they're still trying
Mm-hmm.
to make it as safe as they can without just everyone just staying home.
Yeah, I get you. That's cool. I mean, because the way, yeah, because the way I think a lot of people kind of you get this weird conception, especially if you live in like LA and Orange County and all that, where people are like, oh, it's just the fucking Wild West out there. People are coughing on each other and making out with strangers, and it's not really like that. Like you're saying,
I
you
mean,
said
I'm
there's
doing that, but
well,
uh,
hey, to each his own, man.
no, but I mean, I think like, but that's the thing. It's like, you know, what they're doing in the improv is basically just what they're doing in that backyard.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's more people, sure, but it's also like more spaced out.
Yeah.
So pretty much I mean, whoever, I mean, really the dangers of getting COVID is probably exactly the same.
Yeah. No,
You're
I
in a
mean,
clean club versus someone's dirty ass backyard.
that's true, bro. And yeah, and it's not. And the thing about these backyard shows too is a lot of them no one's enforcing masks. It's someone's backyard. Like every mic and show that I've done in backyards, no one's wearing masks. But these
Yeah.
clubs, like you said, they make people wear them unless they're eating or drinking. So
Mhm.
yeah, it's like a restaurant. That's cool, dude. Another thing I was excited to talk about. You just did God damn it, the Vulcan in Austin, right? How was that?
Yep. It was all right, dude. I mean, it's like, it's definitely a bar. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like, I mean, it looks like a fucking, I don't know if you've seen pictures of it,
Yeah, I have.
but I mean, it looks like you're doing, set in like Marilyn Manson's music video or something.
Yeah,
It's like, looks like a sex chamber. It's like
hmm
black. There's like a lot of red lighting. There's
yeah.
chains hanging from the ceiling. I mean, it's like it's not a real comedy vibe. It's an EDM venue, you know?
Oh,
So
what the
like,
fuck?
yeah, but that's the biggest comedy venue Austin has.
hmm
It's the biggest comedy venue Austin has. And it only sits like, I think like 30, no, it sits probably like 130,
hmm
maybe 200 if you pack it in.
Wow. That's small compared to I mean all the places out a lot of the places out here.
Yeah, I mean, so Stubbs is the one that only Rogan and Chappelle's doing. So
hmm
that's not really. I wouldn't really consider that a comedy venue because they're not constantly doing comedy there. They're only
Yeah.
constantly doing comedy in the Vulcan. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much the only venues that they got.
Yeah.
Is Vulcan. Speakeasy though, we're bringing back
I
the
saw that.
dopes. Yeah, they're bringing back the Speakeasy, which is good. That's what they use for Moon Tower. Moon Tower is like a
Uh-huh.
big comedy festival out there, and yeah, they're using that for shows now. So we'll be doing that there.
And you because earlier you said you I know you were from are you from Louisiana? We met that at that mic and we talked about LSU football. Are you from Louisiana originally?
Yeah, I'm
And
from
then
Louisiana.
and then you moved to LA and then are you back in Texas now? Is that where you moved back to Texas or what are you up to?
I lived in Louisiana until I was 24.
Okay.
Moved to Dallas, started comedy, did
hmm
that for a year. Moved to LA, did that for a year, and now I'm back in Louisiana. I'm in Louisiana right now.
Okay. And then we can edit this out if you I heard are you moving to Austin too? Is that the plan? Are you heading out there or no?
Oh yeah, don't edit this out. I'm 100% homeless right now.
Oh,
I
okay.
I'm like living out of my car, dude. I've been living out of my car for a while now. Actually, I had to get the fuck out of LA because I had no money coming in. I'm
Yeah.
editing and stuff. Like I edit a lot for Fahim, for a few comics, Lenoci, Josh Adam Myers. And so that kind of keeps like a little bit of money coming in because it's not like
Yeah.
I'm getting paid a shit ton to do that, but
Mm-hmm.
it's still cool because I get to like meet comics through it and get money from them, and sometimes get spots like Fahim threw me that spot
Yeah.
at the Vulcan. So it's a good way to network. It's a good way to like meet people and make money from comedy while I'm not really getting paid to do comedy.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with the Dope City guys. I'm videoing their sets. I'm videoing B-roll of them like at the merch table and all kinds of bullshit. So it's good because the thing is that what I think, I'm not trying to preach, but I think what's weird is that a lot of comics just like don't realize how many funny people there are out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like especially living in different scenes, bro. Like bouncing around, I'm like,
Yeah.
shit. Like I mean, I see some, like there's like a handful of comics in Dallas that are funnier than anybody I've seen in LA.
Wow.
And of course there's a lot of funny comics in LA. There's like a shit ton of like professional comics, but like I'm saying, like as like an open mic level,
Yeah.
there's comics that blow the fucking water out of people in LA.
Wow. Damn. So you're just kind of nomad right now. Is there a plan to end up anywhere soon, or you just kind of waiting to see where things take you?
Yeah, so I mean, I got a lot of dates coming up, so I'm just kind of, I mean, the Dope City guys, they got a tour bus for the Texas dates.
Yeah.
So we're going literally in a bus.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Just
That's
driving
awesome.
around doing the fucking shows. And then I'm opening for Ali Makovsky at 2 Improvs. And then from there, I'm either going to come back here for a bit because we got a weekend, and I'm featuring in Dallas
Mm-hmm.
in April, and then I'm see, at this point this is the point in comedy I realize, like, now I gotta get a calendar. I gotta like
Yeah.
actually,
You gotta
'cause,
write shit down.
I'm like I wake up some days and I'm like fuck, wait, what, when's that show? Like I'm
Yeah.
like fuck, because I mean I'm terrible. I mean I mean I would never do homework. I would miss tests.
Yeah.
I just like I can't. I almost missed this podcast. I mean, I'm just not. I'm not a good planner, bro. And so that's a problem. So now it's
Mhm.
like but I got to do that in order to fucking do what I want to do. So so I'm kind of all over the place. So, and right now I'm just kind of realizing I don't need a place. Like I don't need a place to live, because like I don't need a rent. I don't like, because
Yeah.
the issue is that if I get rent, right? If
Yeah.
I get a place to live, then I gotta get a job, because
Mhm.
I have to be able to pay the fucking rent.
Yeah.
And then if I get a job, I can't go on the road as much as I want.
Yeah. That's true.
So now it's like, it's like at a point, it's like, what do I do? Because it's like I either just don't go on the road as much as I want, or I get a job, get a place, and then now that's my responsibility. Now I'm stuck where I am. And
Mhm.
during this time anyway, I don't even think it's worth it to really try to do all that. So I don't know, man. I'm just trying to take this time and do the road and try to get as much, just get better on stage, bro. I'm just trying
Yeah.
to focus on that. And in between time, I'll come back home, or I'll do an Airbnb, or I'll whatever. They got $18 Airbnbs in Dallas.
Wow. That's I had no idea. Yeah.
They have hostels, bro. They have hostels everywhere where it's like
Yeah.
$10, $15, $20 a night. I mean, if you do the math, it's only $500 a month.
Wow, that's true.
$560 a month.
I
So
never
it's like,
thought of that.
it's kind of like you don't really. I don't need a place. I got my computer, bro, and that's how I make my money. I got my guitars. I got some clothes, and that's it, Jack. That's all I need.
Hey, you ever read that book Into the Wild, where the guy just goes and lives
Yeah.
in the bus? You're
I
like the
didn't read-
modern day version of that, dude. It's kind of sick. Just living your life, slinging
Wow.
jokes. I got all right. I got a bunch of questions. how do you sleep in the car? Front seat, back? Do you lay in the back? If I remember, you're kind of a taller guy, right?
Oh yeah, dude, I'm a tall guy. So I mean, I've actually, this is funny, dude. On the way to Dallas last
Yeah.
time, on the way to, sorry, from LA to Texas, because I
Uh-huh.
didn't have, I had no money, dude. On the way
Yeah.
from LA to Texas, I slept in a Walmart. I had to find a Walmart parking lot, right? So I
Yeah.
found a Walmart parking lot and I drove in. And apparently, I looked this up. It's not illegal to sleep in a Walmart parking lot.
You can
Like
fucking
it's,
camp there, bro. You could set up an
yeah,
RV and shit.
I know. I saw a fucking, so I pull in, I see an RV on the right, right? And I'm
Yeah.
like, oh shit, yeah, dude. And I'm like, well, actually, now that I think about it, it's like, I don't think it's a good thing that there was more people sleeping in the fucking Walmart. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have been like, this is safe. I shouldn't have been like that. But I pull in and dude, I mean, I can only sleep. And I drove like 16 hours straight before
Mhm.
that.
Yeah.
Brutal. And then I just, yeah, passed out in the car. I slept only about like 3-4 hours. And I woke up to the fucking parking lights. All my shit's in the car. My car is like full of my shit.
Yeah.
I have the car I'm driving. I bought it from a comic. I bought it from a
Oh,
comic
wow.
for $300.
That's awesome. What kind of car is it?
It's an old Mercedes. It's an E320. It's 2001 Mercedes.
Sheesh. Hey, if it drives, it's all that matters.
Yeah, dude. Just turned 20 years old.
Jesus, man. Bro, that's wild. What I mean, that's badass though that you're making it work. And you know, it's you kind of hear all different stories of comics being broke comics right before they make it and the struggle and the stuff. And this just might be your version of that story. And hopefully that's what it
I
is.
hope so, man. I mean, but my thing is like, it's like, there's like a weird, I feel like too, talking to comics on like an open mic level.
Mm-hmm.
Open mic, comedy's fun. Comedy's like, it's
Yeah.
like, fuck yeah, dude, this is like dope. You get to go up, blah, blah, blah. And it kind of becomes like a time commitment where you're like, fuck, man, I just got off of work. I can't go hang out with my girlfriend. I gotta go to the comedy club doing mic, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
But then the more you do it, then it becomes like, oh shit, now it's like not just a time commitment, now it's a money commitment. Now it's
Mm-hmm.
all right, well, should I get a job? Because now I can't get, if I get a job, I can't go on the road as much.
Yeah.
So now it's like, well,
Yeah.
now I got to decide if money is worth it to me now. I got to decide if having a place that I can put all my things
Mm-hmm.
is worth it to me now. It's like,
Bro.
I mean, and some people, I've talked to a couple comics and they're like, oh man, you can't let comedy take over your life. You gotta get a job and but I'm like, I don't know, man, because
Mm-hmm.
at a certain point, for me at least, I don't know. And I'm not trying to preach. I'm just saying, I just
No,
speaking
no,
my
no.
mind. I'm just speaking my mind because this is my situation, dude. And
Yeah.
I have to decide right now, in the future, if this is the right move. And I'm talking to Fahim Anwar soon. I texted him just to see like, what he thinks, because I don't know really what my next move is. I don't know if I should keep going on the road with these guys or not, or I should double down and try to get out there in LA or
Mm-hmm.
what. It's like, because at a
Yeah.
certain point, it's like, well, if I just keep doing the road, then nobody's gonna know me in LA. Nobody's gonna.
Yeah. You don't have like a home area that you're established in.
Yeah, and you know what really pisses me off?
What?
Like that I just lived in Texas for a year. I lived in LA for a year.
Uh-huh.
And now if I go to LA, people are like, oh yeah, he's a Texas comic. And then whenever I go to
Yeah.
Texas, they're like, oh, he's an LA comic. I'm like, motherfucker,
Yeah.
I have no family in Texas or LA.
Mhm.
I've lived in both places for a year.
Yeah.
Like I feel no association to any of these places. I fucking
Yeah, I
hate that,
get you.
man, because whenever you say, oh, this guy's that comic, they immediately think a lot of things.
Yeah.
If they're like, oh, he's just a Texas comic, then they think, oh well, he's not really connected. Oh, he doesn't really have the stage time. Oh, he never really got booked. That's why he came to LA. Or if you're a Texas comic and you're like, or if you're in Texas and they're like, oh, he's an LA guy. Well, then it's like, oh, he doesn't even, or especially if I'm talking about Louisiana, they're like, you're from LA. You don't even know anything about Louisiana.
Yeah.
It's like a fucked up, like, people don't really know me, dude. And that's what really bothers me. And it's kind of why a lot of my comedy is just about where I'm from, the things I've experienced through where I'm from, who I am, because I don't know what else to do. I just like talking about that stuff. I don't have any jokes about, fucking oatmeal cookies, or I don't have any jokes about Wally. I don't have any jokes, that are, I just don't, dude. To me, that's not funny. To me,
no.
I've always liked a perspective. Like, that's why, I just watched the Patrice O'Neal documentary.
Oh, I'm so excited to watch that. I don't have Comedy Central, so like, I got to figure out how to stream it.
I stole it.
Oh, you're gonna have to teach me how to do that after this.
I stole it.
Yeah.
But I'm broke, so oh well.
Yeah, you're homeless, bro. You're allowed to like.
Yeah, this is so funny. This is my dad's place, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, it's like a hostel at this point. He's got like 3-4 people living here. There's this lady upstairs that's paying rent or something, and she's like, she looks crazy as fuck. Like, she's got like, she looks kind of like
not all there.
She looks like she's on drugs. And every time I see her, she goes, "Good morning." And like, I was like, the first time she told me, I'm like, it's not even the morning. Okay, weird. And then the next time she told me, she's like, "Good morning." I'm like, it's 11 p.m.
Yeah, she's on drugs.
I'm like, I said, you just like saying good morning, huh?
For real.
She's like, yeah, dude.
Yeah, man. I mean, it, like, first off, I loved you sharing all that. I think it's cool. A lot of these listeners are just people I've grown up with, that random people that I don't think know the plight of a comic, because there's like beauty and darkness to it. Like you said, I'm still in that, happy open mic stage. I'm living at home. I actually am moving to Austin in June with Galen, but yeah, that's why he was the one who said, he was like, I think CJ might be moving to Texas. That's why I was like, oh, I heard that you might be, but so I'm going to go through that thing where I'm sure people are going to be like, oh, you're a fucking, LA OC guy. Why the fuck are you out here and all that? But yeah, I'm still in that fun stage where things are fun, and you're kind of stuck where, like you said, you're like at not a terrible spot, but you need to either make the leap backwards and get a job, like you said, or keep grinding and get that next step where you're making just enough. And it's such a,
or you leap forward, and leaping forward is scary. Leaping forward. There's a lot of unknown in leaping forward, dude. Because it's like, I could do that. I could be basically homeless for years, dude.
Yeah.
And it never pays off.
Yeah.
So it's it's scary, man. I don't know.
I think that the best advice that I could give you, as someone who's never been homeless or anything like this, but is the two things I would say is like, all right, first off, how old are you?
27.
27. I mean, bro, you're not even in your 30s. If you were homeless for a year or two, you're still not even in your 30s. If it never worked out, you still are young and you still have that time. A good thing told to me when I was like thinking about moving or not was, someone's like, life is just a concept of what you make it. To success and in not in comedy but in life, like, what is someone's life success is just determined by what someone views it as. So if the question you got to ask yourself is, are you happy right now? Like, as much as I'm sure there's moments where you're like, fuck living in this car, fuck being homeless, are you loving going on the road, loving being a comic, loving doing that? And if you are and you're happy, then like, yeah, who gives a fuck if you live in a hostel? Who gives a fuck if you live in a car? And who gives a fuck if 2 years go by and nothing happens? You'll still be young. You won't have any regrets, and you'll have done, most importantly, what makes you happy. And that's what should be in front of anything else.
Yeah. I mean, I actually, I've actually been, except, well, I don't know, dude. This last week, like leaving Dallas, like whenever I was kind of in Dallas, I was just sleeping on people's couches.
Yeah.
I slept on this girl's couch for like a couple weeks.
Yeah.
which was really a battle. It was like a constant battle because at first she was like, it was so funny because I was in LA and I was telling, like, she just reached out. It's a girl that I saw a couple times living in Dallas, and
Yeah.
she's like, I told her about my whole situation, how I don't have any money, how I'm about to come back to Dallas. She goes, "Oh, well, you can come live with me." I
Yeah.
was like, "Okay." I'm like, great. I mean, I need a place to live while I figure things out. And she was like, "Yeah, you could just come stay with me, like just like help me like walk my dog and da da." I'm like, "Great, that's perfect."
Mm-hmm.
And then the next day I wake up and she texts me. She goes, "So whenever we're living together, are we going to be roommates or we're going to be dating?"
Oh, that's tough. All of a sudden you were like, damn, being homeless ain't that bad, huh?
And I was like, yeah, I was like, I was like, you offered this, you know what I mean? Like this doesn't. So it was just weird because like it was a weird situation. I mean, we ended up working things out to where I could just like help her out, and I did that for like 2 weeks, bro. Walked her dog, washed her
Yeah.
dishes, cooked her food and shit, and eventually she was just like, "Yeah, you got to get out because I just want to be with you." And I'm like, "Yeah, all right, well,
Damn,
that's not gonna
heartthrob,
work
Mr.
out."
Heartthrob over here, bro.
Well,
Okay, I see you.
well, she's a corporate girl. She's like, she
Mm,
wants the traditional lifestyle. If I want kids, I
yeah,
want family, I want that. It's like I can't. There's no
yeah,
fucking way I'm gonna be able to do that, dude. There's no fucking way.
yeah, bro.
So,
That would not be
I,
the move.
so I talked to her, and she basically she at one point she was also crazy. Like at one point she just fucking told me to get out, and it was like midnight, and
Ooh,
it was frozen in Dallas.
yeah, it's
Like
been crazy over there.
I packed all my shit in the middle of a fucking blizzard in
Uh-huh.
my car, and I was like, I don't even know where I'm gonna go right now. And so I texted actually a girl that works at the comedy club in Dallas, and
Yeah.
she let me stay with her. Uh, and then I ended up accidentally taking. I was like trying to microdose acid during the blizzard
Yeah.
because I was like, I'll go play in the snow. It'll be fun. I
Yeah, I
have
mean,
nothing
what
to
else
do
are you
today.
gonna do?
Yeah, I'm homeless.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Who cares? And then I ended up taking like a bunch by accident
Mm-hmm.
because I think what happened is the bottle was in my car. It froze maybe a little bit and maybe consolidated on top
Yeah.
or something, dude. Because I tripped so fucking hard, and she's never done acid before. The girl I was staying with, she was freaking out. She thought it was like I was losing my mind. I mean, I tripped balls for 16 hours. My mouth was
Wow.
numb for 12, 13 hours. I
Yeah.
took it. I know for sure I took it at 3 in the afternoon,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't stop like looking at things and them fucking moving till 3 in the morning.
Jesus Christ.
I was so fucked up, and it
That's
was
brutal.
probably the worst. It was definitely the worst trip of my life. At one point, I felt like I was living in a lucid dream where
Wow.
I could hear, because I would start to panic.
Mm-hmm.
The girl would start to call people, and then I would hear sirens, and I would hear like chatter, almost like police radio shit. And I
Yeah.
thought I was seeing the future of like the police coming, them putting me on a
Oh,
fucking
wow. Fuck
gurney or
that,
whatever.
dude.
Like
Yeah.
I felt like it was all happening at the same time, where I was like literally controlling the present and the future. Uh, it was horrific.
That sounds terrible, dude.
But it was a mistake. I mean, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to do
Mm-hmm.
a lot less and just kind of feel weird and for a little bit. But it was horrible. And then the next day, basically, I woke up and she's like, "Yeah, you got to get out of here." Like last night was fucked up. Like you put me in a weird situation. I was like, "Yeah, I totally
Yeah.
get it."
Yeah.
And then I pretty much went to a Dallas comics place. Barely knew him. and I just thanked them a bunch for like helping me out. That's what's so cool about comedy, bro. It's a brotherhood,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
and a sisterhood. I mean, everybody's there for each other. Even people in the business. I mean, the comedy fucking club waitress, she was there for me. You know what I mean? Even though I fucked it up, she was there for me.
Yeah.
It's kind of wild in that way, and and so yeah, the comedian let me put all my shit in his house.
Wow.
And the next day I flew out to Arizona and did 2 shows.
That's dope, bro.
And Dallas, when I was in Dallas in that moment, that was the worst probably week of my life. But then that weekend made it all worth it, you know. But now I'm thinking like just being able to do shows, not having the money, but being able to edit and stuff. It's like, yeah, I might not like have a place, you know, but I could get an Airbnb anytime I want.
Yeah.
I don't need rent.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I don't want a place at this point, you know. It's like,
yeah,
maybe when I go back to LA, like, and I'm there for a while, it would be good to have a place and stuff. But I mean, that's probably a year from now, dude. I don't see myself going back for a while because I just know for a fact the Dope City guys, whenever before all this COVID shit, they had a monthly in the Ice House.
Yeah.
They had they would do the Bray Improv, the fucking, you know, they did a lot of clubs all over, dude. They did like all the improvs and everything. So they had like shows and shit. So I know that whenever I go back and they go back, I'll be able to be booked and it'll be all right.
Yeah, bro.
So I'm not really rushing to go back. I mean, I feel like there's like a weird idea that you get like some kind of badge of honor for staying in LA. Where it's like, oh, if I stick it out, you know.
Yeah, no one's gonna give a fuck in 6 months after this shit's over.
Someone's gonna notice. It's like,
yeah,
what are you talking about, bro?
Yeah. Hey, bro,
I mean,
you for someone who's homeless coming off an acid trip, you look decent, man. I'll give you that. Right? You
thanks,
know, you
dude.
could. If you would have told me that before you came on, I would have thought you looked a lot worse. But that's a crazy story, and like I think you'll figure it out, bro. And I think you're gonna land on your feet. And I think just from talking to you right now and hearing you talk about it, I think you kind of know what you're gonna do. And I think that you just gotta trust yourself and do what's right, and everything will work out.
Yeah.
I want to move into the avid deserter segment, which is where I'm going to get your 3 favorite desserts and your least favorite. So all I ask is if you know, don't be like ice cream, cake, chocolate. Like give a little description to it. You know what I mean? Whatever the fuck the word is.
Be interesting.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good word. Yeah, bro. So what are they?
Okay, so I really like king cake. Which is the Mardi Gras. It's the Mardi Gras dessert.
I don't know what that is, bro.
What? Come on,
I'm sorry.
bro.
What's a king? What's the what? Explain.
So a king cake. It looks like, okay. I mean, I don't know if you'll be able to see it if I show it.
I'll look up a picture right now too of it.
Yeah, it looks like this right here.
Okay.
So what is it? It's basically just a traditional Mardi Gras cake. I mean, it's kind of like cinnamon bread.
Okay.
It's kind of like that, and then it has icing on top. So it's like a giant cinnamon roll, really.
Wow, this looks fire, bro. I gotta get one.
And sometimes they have like fillings in it. It's fucking good. And they ship them all over some places, but Randazzo's is my favorite. Randazzo's king cake. It's the real famous king cake maker in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So that's my favorite for sure, dude. It's like it just got so many flavors. It's like you can kind of make it different in every way. Less icing, more filling, no filling.
Yeah,
real different flavors. Yeah, so it's real. I mean, it's fucking bomb, and it's always good. It's cool because they usually put the baby. They have like this little plastic baby in it, and I think you can tell them like they kind of got in trouble because back in the day they just put that shit in there, and then people would
like
just
swallow
it. So what it was is like whoever finds the baby right? Whoever gets the baby in their piece, they have to buy the next king cake for the next party.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's kind of, it's a traditional thing. Every cake comes with a baby, and now they put it on the side. You got to put it in. So
Yeah, that kind of sucks.
it's fucking dumb, but it's
Yeah.
pretty cool, man. I mean, of course, some idiot ruined it for everybody, but
Yeah, how big of bites are you taking and cutting off to just swallow a whole ass plastic baby?
you fucking chew a little bit, find
exactly.
it. You know the baby's in the cake.
Yeah, for
You
real.
already fucking know that.
It's not a surprise.
And you fuck it up. It's unbelievable.
Selfish ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, selfish for choking. Yeah. but yeah, man. It's a great traditional like year. Every year Mardi Gras comes around. All the stores are full of them. So it's not a year round dessert. It's pretty much only during Mardi Gras. But
I'm gonna have to get it next time Mardi Gras is around.
It's still, I mean, I think you can still buy them now because Mardi Gras is over, but it was only like last week or so.
Oh shit! Fuck, man, I just missed it. That's such a I gotta try and find it now before it's gone. What's your second favorite?
I like brownies, man.
Okay,
I like brownies
with or without nuts.
Nuts, weed, whatever you want to put in them, dog. I'm gonna eat it.
Love all brownies. Okay. You like ice cream? Does ice cream with it improve it, or are you without ice cream guy?
So is ice cream not a third dessert option?
No. It can be, but like, okay, in my top 3 is apple pie with ice cream. Without ice cream, I don't think apple pie is in the top 10.
You're a real American, huh? You're just
not even.
Fucking...
Yeah, man. Sorry, I like apple pie. All right. My other one is fried.
Let me guess, your favorite sport's baseball?
In my top 3 is fried ice cream though, so that's not American. So
I've never had fried ice cream.
It's bomb. You get it mostly at like Mexican restaurants, and it's just ice cream with like cornflakes, but they're like fried cornflakes on the outside, and it makes a breading on it, and then there's like a chocolate drizzle on it.
Yeah, so they don't actually fry the ice cream.
Nah, that'd be really cool though. I don't know how you would do it. It'd be too hot.
I'm pretty sure they do it at the Texas State Fair though. You ever been there?
No, I haven't. But
you ever heard of the Texas State Fair?
Yeah, man, I don't live under a fucking rock, okay? Like, we have state fairs in California too,
Yeah,
apparently we don't
fucking whack.
You're not even from Texas, bro. You're from Louisiana. Fuck
I know, it's true. Well, I've only lived, but I know about it. They fry everything there. They fry like butter. They fry.
We got like fried butter, fried Oreos, fried like milkshakes. There's fried ranch.
Yeah,
at the OC Fair. But I don't know who enjoys
that.
They
do that there? I didn't know that, dude. I thought.
Yeah, man.
I've been saying this, but every time I've always thought, just whenever I think Orange County, I thought everybody's on motorcycles, like customized bikes.
Yeah.
I thought that's what OC was.
Nah, we got a lot of trash in OC. Don't worry. We got our fair share of trash. Maybe not like, the traditional like trailer park trash, but don't worry. We got our pieces of shit. Low lifes. There's probably trailers, bro. There's a Malibu trailer park. It sits right, like you hit PCH right after Santa Monica, and there's a Malibu trailer park, and to get a spot there is $500,000 for a fucking trailer park, bro.
What a ripoff, dude. You could just park on the street in the fucking LA for free.
Yeah, find a Walmart down the block and you're chilling.
They got guys that fucking park on the side of the Santa Monica beach, dude, and they they got $1 million view for free.
Exactly. It's
just
everywhere.
Homeless.
It's crazy. It's wild it's sad. I can talk about that for hours. This shit is a bummer. But
yeah, I would say my third, dude, would be ice cream, but specifically ice cream in they have these cones.
Yeah.
That it's like regular waffle cone on the bottom, but then they have like the icing on top.
like on the outside of it, like the part that sticks out of the cup,
dude. And then you put some fucking Rocky Road in there.
Top tier move right there.
I mean,
Okay.
that's pretty fucking solid, dude. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if you don't like sugar and a good time, I guess you wouldn't like that. So
Yeah. That dude, those are solid. Can you think of a least favorite? Sometimes people can't come up with one. Mine's
oh,
Jello.
I
I don't
can
fuck
I
with
can come up
Jello.
with plenty, dude, because I'm a
Okay.
hater. I'm a
Okay,
hater.
I love it. I
And
love it.
I like very I'm gonna go with very specific things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't like this trend where people are making cakes out of dogs.
It's scary. It always
And
gives
then
me
they're putting the knife in the dog, and then they're like, "Oh, it's just a cake." I don't like that. That's stupid, dumb,
uh-huh.
lame. And then, what? It's incredible. Like people make TikToks out of that, and then they have
Mm-hmm.
like millions of views, and people are like reacting to it. And it's like
Yeah.
there's so many TikToks now that I just look at, and I'm just staring blankly at my phone, and I'm like, a million people like this.
I think what doesn't help as comics is you see someone do shit that's not funny and it has
Or
like
cool or anything.
or
It's like
cool.
just
Yeah,
why would
it's
you do
stupid.
that?
And it has like 8 million likes and people like this is hilarious and you're just like what the fuck, dude?
Yeah, and you're like, okay, I guess
Mm-hmm.
I'm a fucking idiot then. I guess I'm
Yeah.
the idiot.
I'm the fuck up
It's
here.
like that guy in Idiocracy or whatever. Whenever you ever seen that movie,
No, I haven't seen it.
gotta watch it. It's called
Okay.
Idiocracy. It's like it's comedy, very funny.
I'm
It's
gonna check it out.
like a guy gets frozen, right? And he goes in the
Yeah.
future, and everyone's fucking stupid. And
Yeah.
he's like a regular guy. He like has
Mhm.
like regular basic common knowledge, but
Yeah.
but everyone doesn't even have that. And like people are like watering plants with Gatorade and like energy drinks. Like it's hilarious.
Yeah.
And I feel like I'm that guy, except all those people that are watering plants with fucking energy drinks are millionaires.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at it like, what? Huh? And then everyone's like, yeah, idiot. That's how you fucking make it. And I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, I guess I gotta start learning TikTok dances then. I mean,
Yeah, the move to TikTok, I've done it. I every time I post something, I feel like a piece of my dignity leave with me. Like there's just some and I've stopped
what are you posting, your asshole?
just like I don't know, doing trends and funny videos. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where at first I would make like a funny skit or something, like a quick little thing, and I would be like, this will go viral. And then I'd
Right.
post it. 2 days later, it's got 50 views and 3 likes. And I'm just
Exactly. I
like,
know.
I'm
That's
a
happened to
failure.
me too, dude.
Yeah. I've
That's
lowered my
happened to me.
expectations. I've actually gotten rid of all expectations with TikTok.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. It's very
What
weird
else?
to me. And
What
also I've
else?
seen people blow up on TikTok,
Yeah.
and they try to, like, I know a comic, he blew up on TikTok, and then he's like,
Mhm.
oh, I'm gonna fucking headline these
Yeah.
clubs. And he booked a whole bunch of clubs, and he had to pull out of them because nobody was buying tickets.
That's tough. What a sad, sad life.
I would think so. My next one is what else do I hate?
I like it, man.
I don't like, huh?
We've never had a person do more than one. I like your hater skills. I want to hear them. Keep
Oh,
going.
dude, I'm gonna do 3.
All right.
I'm
Fuck
gonna
yeah.
work for it.
All right.
I don't like these. I think I don't remember what it's called. They're like these fig cookies.
Oh, Fig Newtons.
They're not fig Newtons. I
They're
actually, they're fig Newtons are somewhere in the spectrum in the middle. I don't. They're like,
I don't hate them either.
if they got them, okay. No, there's like these round cookies that are made out of figs, and there's like something there's like fig in the middle too,
Mm-hmm.
and there's like a cookie around it, and then there's fig in the middle. Terrible. Old people love it though.
Yeah.
Old people love it, dude. It's an old people cookie.
Do they come in a
love it.
fucking tin box and shit?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I know what you're talking about now.
You know
Fuck
exactly
those.
what I'm talking about,
They're
bro.
fucking awful, bro. And then they turn into your grandma's sewing kit or some
Who-
bullshit like that.
yeah. Who's making that shit, dude?
Yeah.
Oh, those
That,
are fucking god awful.
they're fucking
How do
terrible.
you make
Those-
sugar bad?
I don't
Think
know.
about that. Think
That's
about
like-
making sweet things bad.
They're terrible. That's why I don't like Jello. For me, I know some people like Jello, but to me, that's an old person dessert too. Like something you take your medicine with when your taste buds go to die. Not something that you're like, let's make some jello and have a great fucking dessert. I can't. Yeah, those are gross. I don't know what those are called. If you while you tell me your third, I'm gonna try and figure out what those cookies are called.
Yeah, there's some type of fig thing. They're gross. I would say my third one would probably have to be I don't like when people make and sometimes they're good,
Mhm.
but sometimes here's the thing. It's very easy to miss.
Yes.
Homemade Rice Krispie treats.
Oh, okay. And you don't
It's
like them in general, or you hate
I
the
do.
inconsistency with them?
I love them, but the problem is that they're, like I said, in the spectrum, they're somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
I'll eat it, but I'm saying there's like homemade ones that people think that they can make, and they don't. The problem is it's very hard. You gotta have the perfect timing with the melting of the marshmallows. It can't be
Yeah.
too liquidy because
Mhm.
then it's like it's just all over your hand.
Yeah.
And then it can't be too hard because then you can't bite into it.
Yeah.
And then it's like crunchy and like hard. You don't want that. You want it to be like this perfect middle thing.
Uh-huh.
And people miss hard, dude. They put candy on it. They try to cover it in chocolate. It tastes like
I don't
shit.
like the extra toppings with it. Now, have you ever had the homemade ones, but someone uses fruity pebbles instead?
Yes.
Do you like those?
Pretty good.
Yeah, my
Pretty good.
sister makes those and I fuck with those heavily.
Yeah, dude.
I love your passion for dessert. It's very much similar to mine. This is great. Normally some people are like, oh no, I guess I like cake and ice cream, vanilla, and fucking chocolate bars, Hershey's. I'm like, you fucking boring sack of shit. I know you sit at home late at night with your fat stomach out enjoying some sort of dessert. Stop lying to me in the cameras.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Own that shit.
I like cookies too, but dude, it's like, dude, you can't. I mean, if it's cookies or brownies, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, dude.
Yeah.
Brownies
I
are
feel you.
good.
Brownies, well, I love a brownie too, because you can like if you need a little more like stiffness to your brownie, go grab an edge. If you want like that soft piece, there's the
Yeah.
middle. It's fucking yeah. I like
Brownies is
brownies.
just a thick cookie.
Yeah. Oh, wow. That's the most profound thing I've ever fucking heard on
Yeah.
this podcast.
So it's like, oh, you don't. Oh, if you like cookies, you don't like more cookie.
Yeah. Wow. Have you ever had those slutty brownies where it's the brownie, cookie, and Oreo cookie? Those are good. I like those.
I went to one time. I went to this. I forgot what it was called. It was a cookie store. I forgot. It's like a chain. It's like a pretty big, maybe Nestle or something. I don't remember. They had one. It's a right next to downtown Fort Worth. They have a comedy club there, and right outside of it, there's this cookie store. And dude, I go in there, and I'm like, this should be illegal to have this store. I mean, they sell cookie sandwiches.
Yeah.
And they have it's an ice cream. You walk in, all the ice cream flavors. They got ice cream flavors, all the ice cream flavors you want. And they got, like they're like in the bucket where they like what you pick your flavor and then you pick your cookie.
Wow.
And it's like this huge ball of ice cream sandwiched between whatever flavor cookie you want.
That's deadly.
And then in the back they got frozen yogurt. So it's like you got, and dude, they sold cakes. I'm like, I
gotta go to Fort Worth.
This is fucked up, dude. Like, this is not. This is terrible.
This should be banned by the FDA. Like, people shouldn't have free will to go. Like, you should only be allowed in there once a month for your health and safety.
You could fucking die if you ate all that.
My sister works at a cookie shop down in like Newport, and so she comes home, bro, like every 2 or 3 days with a box full of cookies. There's never, I'm gonna be 400 pounds by the time I move out. There's never not cookies. And bro, she comes home with, you know, like the chocolate chip, the snickerdoodles, but like they got M&M cookies. They got one with toffee in it. They got a cinnamon roll cookie. They do the ice cream scoop on top too. Oh, it's fucking,
Damn.
it's hard to have this. It's in, like, I can go downstairs right now and bring up just like 20 cookies, and then they're always on deck. It's
I lived with this Armenian guy in LA for a little while. Whenever I first moved out there, he was a buddy of mine's uncle.
Yeah.
And he was like full blown Armenian. He was like 400 pounds. This motherfucker he looked like Fat Bastard from Austin Power. He looked like Armenian Fat Bastard. Which really, Fat Bastard just looked like a ginger Armenian. I mean, he looked just he looked pretty much like he looked Armenian just with red hair.
Yeah.
But he looked just like
Armenian
him, bro. I'm telling you,
bro.
he looked just like him. And so sideburns and all, bro. I mean, it's really fucking, it's wild. He looks so much like him. But he had everything, dude. You opened his freezer, he had fucking popsicles, sandwiches, ice cream sandwiches, everything. And he had this cake one time in his freezer, and he goes, "Did you eat the cake? Did you eat some of the cake?" I said, "No, I didn't eat, I didn't know you had." He's like, I bought you cake, bro. I bought you cake. I bought you a whole cake. And I said, "Oh, okay, well, is it gone? Did you eat it?" And he goes, "I don't know, bro. I don't know." And I was like, "How do you not know you ate a whole fucking cake? How would you not know that? Like, imagine being that fat that you forgot that you ate a whole fucking cake. It just slipped your mind."
That's so absurd to forget eating a whole. I couldn't forget if I ate a slice of cake. Armenian Fat Bastard, bro. You just have me thinking that he's just like, body, get in my belly, body. Like, oh shit, bro. Oh, a whole ass cake. God damn, man. Bro. Do you think right now, like you are homeless, but do you think you could eat a whole cake in one sitting? There's no way I could eat a whole cake in one sitting.
No way, dude. I mean, I would get sick. I mean, I get real sick. That's kind of why I don't really fuck with cookies too hard, because something about if like they're not cooked all the way and they're kind of soft, dude, I will shit liquid for 3 days. It always fucks me up, dude.
Yeah, you might just be lactose intolerant, bro.
That's possible, dude.
That might be the case. Like,
that's possible, dude. Yeah, I do eat milk with it.
Fuck, bro. Okay, we're gonna move into another segment. It's called the Dumbass of the Week, brought to you by Red Foreman.
Dumbass, dumbasses, dumbass, 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 dumbass.
Dumbass of the Week this week is Rush Limbaugh. I know he just died, so that might be a mean dumbass of the week, but he died of lung cancer after in 2015 saying lung cancer isn't caused by smoking, so I'll keep smoking. So
that's great.
It's the perfect dumbass of the week. You're from Louisiana. You might have had a Rush Limbaugh poster in your room growing up. I don't know, but didn't want to.
No, dude, my dad was Rush Limbaugh. Dude. That's
Oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. Yeah,
dude. No, that's actually funny, dude. That's a common thought. A lot of people are like, well, you know, people in the 60s used to smoke all the time. They didn't fucking. I'm like, yeah, but they all died of, like, a lot of them died of cancer, heart disease.
Yeah. Very relatable things.
Yeah, but here's the thing. People just love smoking cigarettes.
Yeah,
they'll come up with anything. They'll be like, yeah, but you know, she was kind of weak, so
yeah,
that's why she died of cancer. She was weak in the heart.
Yeah, I go on walks. I'll be good, bro. I only smoke,
I'm strong.
I smoke one a day. I'll be okay. Like that's So
my dad would say shit like that. He would say I called him one time and I was like, hey man, Dad, I went to the dentist and they said that that the pain in the back of my mouth is my wisdom teeth. My wisdom teeth got to come out. And he goes, yeah, they told me the same thing. I never did shit about it. I'm like, yeah, but Dad, your teeth are all fucked up. Like, I think you need to get it done, dude.
Yeah, bro. My grandma was the same way. Like when she passed, and she passed of emphysema, which is caused by smoking. Dude, her like when we cleaned out her house, the walls were like yellow with goo from like the tar and shit. And bro, she smoked like the extra long fucking cigarettes where they almost looked like the old timey cigarettes
Fucking
without
Cruella
being.
DeVille cigs.
Yeah, she was smoking that, and she like embedded, because I grew up like my parents both were working, so I would spend almost every day at her house, probably developing secondhand lung cancer. But the nostalgia of the smell of a long cigarette and the clinking of a glass of Pepsi is what will be my lasting memory of her. Which is, remember, you were like, OC doesn't have trash people. My grandma lived in a trailer park and smoked long cigarettes, drinking fucking Pepsi of all beverages.
Wow.
So
Sounds just like my aunt, but Dr. Pepper.
Dr. Pepper, I would put above Pepsi. Pepsi's the shit where you're like, can I get Coke? And they're like, no, we have Pepsi. And you're like, oh, fuck, I guess. Okay. Like my grandma's only.
I guess, dude, they never even bring up Dr. Pepper, bro. It's like, oh, that's for trash.
True. Yeah. Okay. So that was the dumbass of the week. Now, before we move into any other segments, you're from Louisiana. Mm-hmm. I talked about this when I met you, but you're a diehard LSU fan. Do you think LSU's year with Joe Burrow is the greatest year of college football dynasty ever, above Vince Young with Texas, some of the Bush years with SC? Do you think that it was the most dominant year ever?
I do, and here's why. I think because people will say, oh, well, yeah, they bought all those players. I've been hearing that. I've been hearing this thing where everybody's like, oh, yeah, well, it's pretty easy to have a championship team when you just buy all the players. And I'm like, okay. Justin Jefferson.
Yeah.
He just won had the best rookie wide receiver year of all time.
Yeah.
Insane. He was a two-star out of high school.
Mm-hmm.
No, nobody was even looking at him.
Coach O's a phenomenal recruiter.
He's from Louisiana. They just picked him. He's homegrown, bro.
Yeah.
He just came out of the fucking. I mean, two-star. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Clyde Edwards-Helaire sat back up to Leonard Fournette.
Mm-hmm.
He sat back up to Darius Geis.
Yeah.
He wasn't some 5-star fucking stud out of high school. He just sat the bench for years, waited, and then performed.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow, same thing. Wasn't a stud. Was third string. Waited forever.
Mm-hmm.
Finally broke. He played a year at LSU before their big year. And he just got it the last year. He
made the progression.
Something and got it. Same thing with Patrick Queen, the guy who got drafted. Wasn't no big stud out of high school. He actually, I don't even think it was something where he like didn't make his high school team or something like that, where like this guy, it was all hard work, bro. I don't like this narrative of like, oh, they just paid it. It's like, dude, no, like there's so many players that were nobodies that like out of high school. They weren't the top recruits or anything. Like they either waited the bench and waited their turn, or they just fucking worked really hard for 2 years and found something, and those are the people that made the team. I think Jamar Chase was the only one that was like insane out of high school.
But the thing too, to your guys' defense is like here's why I will argue for you too that it's the most dominant year. You look at SC, you look at Bama, where there are these teams that went on dynasty college football runs. Their best year is always, a couple years after several insane years. LSU is a team that, yes, they're always good, but you guys have not the best seasons. Like Alabama, goes to the Natty every year for like the last, 7 years or whatever, LSU has their off years. Like this year, they had an off year. And so it's not like, so you guys, like, yeah, like you said, it's not like you're just this cream of the crop rerun, get the same talent over and over and over. And you're Nick Saban and you can go and get anyone, or you're SC and you're living by by the ocean. And SC fucking paid people too. They bought Reggie Bush a house.
Yeah.
So.
And then he went to the NFL and bombed. I mean, he was trash.
Yeah, and LSU players are like all of them. Most of them.
You know how many weren't? You know how many were in the Super Bowl this year?
How many?
6. 6 LSU players. 3 running backs.
That's crazy.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Leonard Fournette, and Darian Williams.
Damn, bro, that's wild. I had no idea. Yeah, bro. LSU is a powerhouse. I just wanted to give you a second to defend yourself, and I know it's gonna upset some people that listen to are gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Like,
I upset who though? I mean, what? I mean, the only other team would be like Miami. Would be the only other. You can't really give any other, because if someone's like, "Oh no," I mean, I don't know who else.
Yeah, I mean, Bama loses though they're not, and even their years when they win, like. Just if you really don't believe it, just go look at Joe Burrow's stats and the team's offense and defensive stats that year, the year LSU won it all. Like that year was insane. And
dude,
as someone
we went to the playoffs and we scored 40 plus on everyone.
That's insane.
I mean, and then not only that, we shut them down on off. I mean, it was embarrassing. I mean.
Yeah,
and here's the thing, like I get so annoyed. I think Alabama's great. Don't get me wrong. If people were like, "Oh, LSU, Alabama takes the fucking cake." They're better. They're a better organization for sure. But team for team, I think LSU hands down that year fucking crushed it. I mean,
oh yeah.
But that's the thing. Once we beat Alabama at home that year, I said, "Oh, we're gonna win the national championship." Done deal. I said it from that game. I said it's over. It's over. We're gonna cream Oklahoma. We're gonna cream Ohio State if we play them. We're gonna cream Clemson. It's done. And every fucking year, people are like, "Dude, fucking Ohio State's gonna fucking." What happened this year?
Yeah, didn't.
No, it's never.
Yeah.
Because and the thing is, whenever LSU did finally make it, the fucking stars aligned for LSU that year. We still had to play like what? I don't even know, like over 10. I think it was 10 top 10 teams or 5, 6, 7 top 10 teams.
It was something insane like that.
Because we had to play, I think it was number 9 ranked Texas. We had to play. Every year we got to play Auburn. We got to play Alabama. We got to play Texas A&M. We got to play Florida. I mean, it's like, dude, it's like even if the stars aligned and our roster is insane, we still have to play all these top fucking teams. And Ohio State played 5 games.
Yeah,
and they're like, dude, they're the fucking truth, dude. They fucking beat Clemson. And then what happens?
They got shit piled.
I mean, bro, I mean, how many times does it have to happen until you realize, dude, it's just SEC is a different ball game.
Listen, as someone who's played against an SEC team, there are some grown fucking men who considered himself another grown-ass man and made me feel like a child.
Yeah,
like a fucking child. So yeah, I agree with you. I think that LSU that year is the most dominant year in college football history. We're going to move into one of the final segments. It's the original segment that we first started with, the would you rather. So we're going to do 2 would you rathers right now. Would you rather be able to rewind time, pause time, or skip time? So rewind, pause, or skip.
Fuck.
See, this one's tough. I immediately almost rule out skip, because as much as like, okay, you could skip
time, meaning you can go in the future.
Yeah, you can like skip. You can be like, oh, I want to skip this meeting, but I don't know. Have you ever seen Click? I feel like
so basically rewind, pause, or fast forward.
Yes. Yeah, that would be a better way to word it. I steal these from Reddit, so they're not very smart people on Reddit, probably.
Dude. here's the thing. I've always kind of fantasized about pausing time.
Mm-hmm.
Because I would love, because this happened in Click too, where he could pause and then just fucking punch a guy in the face.
Beat the shit out, and he farts in his face and or on his food.
I always wanted to do that. Ever since seeing that movie, I was like, that would be dope. That would be like so cool to just like be able to pause time. Also, pausing time would be nice because like if I wanted to sleep, I wanted to be like, I would love 2 more hours of sleep. Just pause. Sleep, and then I can wake up and it's the same time. Yeah, that I think pausing wins, bro.
No, yeah, you've convinced me because skipping, I think like you start to skip things in your life and you miss out on those little moments that
And
just occur randomly.
I think rewind would be sad.
Yeah, like imagine like
I would end up wanting to go like see my ex-girlfriend.
Yeah,
it would be fucking dumb, dude. It would be stupid.
It would be. Yeah, it would be. And then like, I would do some dumb shit, like, because I like love World War II documentaries. I'd be like, I go back in time and see World War II, and I'd fuck it up and like appear in the middle of a battlefield, get shot.
I've never heard anyone say that.
Say what?
I've never heard anyone say that.
They like World War II.
Oh, dude, if I could go back in time, I would go back to the fucking genocide of fucking.
Okay, man. I'm not saying let's go to the fucking boy in striped pajama and ninja kick him into the gas chamber or something.
I would want to go back when Hitler fucking ran the world, bro. I've heard fucking Woodstock. I've heard fucking, going back to, whenever fucking Janet Jackson got her tit pulled out. I've never heard anyone say, I want to go back to fucking.
Hey, okay, man. It wouldn't be my first choice. I just watched a World War II thing.
This explains your banner in the back behind you. This explains the fucking. I want to see shit explode.
I want to go to Ground Zero, Hiroshima, see it blow up, everything. Put me on the plane that dropped it, bro. Oh fuck! All right,
dude, that
was a terrible choice. That was all right. Listen, my first choice would not be to go to World War II. I was trying to say something funny, and I was like, "Wouldn't it be funny if I went back there and died?" What would be the first thing you went back to? Because think about it. If you really go back like anything 20 years ago, you're just getting into like racist, touchy shit.
Well, I mean, not really. I mean, I think if you
maybe like 50 years.
I think if you want to pick like war and shit, I mean, that's clearly weird.
Okay.
I would.
I didn't judge you for being homeless or
that's true. That's true.
This is a safe space, man. You're attacking me. Right. I feel attacked, and I don't feel safe. And I need you to start snapping for me instead of laughing.
I don't know, man. I think about that often, dude. I would love to go back in time and see Rodney Dangerfield perform.
I want to see dinosaurs. That's what I would do.
Yeah, no. Okay, you and your fucking.
Fuck you, man.
You just want to go in the past and be scared? That's what you want to do?
I want to live, man.
Yeah, you're like, fuck, dude. There's
what do you want to go see? On. What do you? Yeah. Rodney Dangerfield. Sick answer, bro. What are you gonna do?
You want to go back in time and see dinosaurs for what?
Bro, have you seen dinosaurs? No, I have. Fuck you.
You're gonna live for fucking 3 seconds.
It's real quick, bro. Like if I could travel in time, well, okay, is it a crapshoot? Like I put me on top of the highest tree. What you're saying. Yeah.
And if you have, that's the thing. That's the thing. If you there needs to be stipulation to this time travel. If I can go back in time and then just like zip out of time and go forward again, or back to present, then yeah, I would want to see like dinosaurs and cool shit. But like, if if there's any kind of like, wait, I gotta load to go to the present. It's okay. Like, I'm not waiting for anything to load whenever there's dinosaurs.
You're right. If it's that situation, I'm going to safe places. I'm not going to Hitler's palace.
You can't
and
be like,
see
fuck,
dinosaurs.
Dude, yeah, present. The T-Rex is
shit's cooling down and shit.
Yeah, no, dude, you gotta get out ASAP.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
And then also, yeah, by the way, you're going to go back in time and just catch every fucking disease. There needs to be more stipulation, dog. You would
wear a mask, bro. We got masks now. Problem solved.
That's great.
Fuck. Okay, yeah, I agree with you though. Pausing time would be clutch. Just like so many, like imagine like you're having like you're on stage and you forget what you're saying and you're like, oh shit, pause time, and you're like, notebook.
You know
Okay.
who would love the pause time?
Who?
Louis C.K. He could jerk off in front of anybody he wants.
Those potted plants would never. Oh, that's Harvey Weinstein. But yeah, he could. Yeah, he just imagine him. He's just like, and then just
That's his
unpause his
dream,
time.
bro.
Yeah,
That's
she's
his
like,
fucking dream.
it smells weird in here. It smells like paint and what's that smell?
What's
Nothing.
this
Nothing.
sticky stuff on my face?
Oh fuck. Okay. Oh. All right. This is a weird one. If the other ones weren't weird, this is by far.
Okay.
Uh,
Change
oh,
of pace.
yeah, man. Listen, this one's good. This one is way weirder. Would you rather
right.
sweat mayo or have taste buds in your anus? Which one? You're gonna either taste shit or sweat and smell like
Wow.
mayonnaise and have mayonnaise come out of you. None of these are supposed to be easy, man. Supposed to make you think hard, say dumb shit.
I would say I
Go
would
visit
definitely
Hitler.
say sweat mayonnaise because I would rather free condiments than tasting shit.
That's a phenomenal answer. And
I'd be eating fries, fucking
loaves of bread just on the side.
yeah.
Fuck. Yeah, also just I don't want to like, all right, whatever. However many times you shit a day, gotta taste
Dude.
shit. Also, like, just your butt gets a little sweaty and musty. You're tasting that now.
Also, I'm pretty sure you'd always taste your ass a little bit.
Yeah. Like, you know when you wake up in the morning and there's like you got that gross taste in your mouth and you're like, I need to brush my teeth. It'd be that times 10 all day of
And
every
you could
second
never brush it.
of yeah.
And the problem is you wouldn't even be able to clean it. You wouldn't want to bleach your asshole.
Yeah.
You fucking taste bleach.
Yeah, that would be terrible. Fuck that. Okay, I'm sweating mayonnaise with you. We'll be the mayonnaise boys. All right, bro.
You'd get hired at McDonald's immediately if you sweated fucking mayonnaise. They'd be like, you're hired.
Yeah. Oh God, that would be fucking. It'd be Jared Fogel's fantasy.
Think of the inventory savings.
Yeah. All right, bro. We're gonna move into the very last segment, kind of wrap it up. This one is called the Last Resort Media. We just taught like put people on movies or music. I suppose you're homeless, so music. You don't have a TV to watch movies or anything, but TV shows. I just kind of put people on stuff, especially during quarantine. So for me, I didn't listen to a lot of new music this week, guys. I don't remember if I said it last week. I started rewatching Malcolm in the Middle, which is a classic, and then I watched the movie Ted this week, which I've seen it before, but it's a great, just kind of like silly comedy. Any movies or music that you want to put people onto?
Dude, I really liked one. I really like Interstellar. I really like that movie. I think it's a cool idea. I like space.
Yeah,
and I also saw that movie on an airplane. So I was in the air while watching it, and bro, we would like hit turbulence, and they'd be hitting turbulence in the movie. I'm like, fuck, this is 4D. So I like that. And then what else? What did he say? Music. I really like. I really been liking Chris Stapleton live.
Okay.
Even if you don't like country, bro, I think he's got something for everybody.
Nah, listen. Okay, that's hilarious that you say that because Chris Stapleton is a country artist, and I'm going to say a lot of black people don't like country music. There are black people that like country music, but you know, most of my teammates in college were black guys, and you threw on Chris Stapleton. What's the famous song that everyone
Tennessee Whiskey.
Tennessee Whiskey. Every black dude I knew in there would belt that shit out. Like that song is universally loved. Like I remember my buddy told me, he's like, yeah, my dad's like 65 black guy, never listened to country music in his life. I came home the other day and he was bumping Tennessee Whiskey.
I don't think you can if you're drinking with like with especially if you're like at a bar or something, then you put that song on, bro, and you're with a girl or something, Dude, it's game over, bro. It's
Game
a
over.
vibe. It's a vibe. It's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's a universal vibe. It's a good
Mhm.
song. It's about something real simple, and it's he's got a he's got a killer voice.
Oh, amazing.
I mean, it's like, damn, you listen to him belt and you're like, Jesus, this guy got pipes.
I saw him years ago, like probably 4 years ago, maybe 5 at a Stagecoach out here in California.
Oh
He was-
yeah, I've heard he
he was
played there.
awesome at that.
He was good.
good.
I mean, I like a lot of music, man.
Me too.
I like Daniel Caesar a lot. R&B.
Okay.
I like Summer Walker. She's also very hot.
Yeah.
I like, dude, I like old school stuff too. I like Outkast, old school Outkast.
Yeah.
I like J. Cole. I'm going through my shit right now. I like Sam Cooke. I like a lot of old school soul music. Sam Cooke is a legend. He was like that. He's like that guy that sings what does it go? I was born by the river. That song.
Yeah.
It's a good song. And then I like Anderson .Paak, bro.
Oh, okay. Yes, bro. I am a huge Anderson .Paak fan. I've seen him 3 times in concert.
Wow.
He's fucking
I'm jealous,
amazing.
dude.
Yeah, listen.
he's good.
This is what I like. I always like to tell this story to like any big Anderson .Paak fan. I saw him at the House of Blues in Anaheim, and he comes out like smokes filled. He comes out and he like moonwalks out onto the stage, and he's like rapping, but he's doing like his like crazy dance shit. Finishes like 2 good ass songs, and he runs off stage, and like smoke fills up again. And like a minute goes by, and there's just like the bassist is just playing like a smooth bass line in the background. Everyone's like, what the fuck is going on? And the spotlight swings, and he's on the fucking drums, bro. And he's just going, do. And now he starts singing and playing the drums for like 2 or 3 songs. He's
disgustingly talented, dude.
He's the closest thing to like a modern day Michael Jackson, with just his all over like musical talent and abilities. He's so good.
Yeah,
I'm
man.
a huge Anderson .Paak. What's your favorite song by him, if you had to pick one?
I actually really like the that song Trippy.
Okay.
With J. Cole in it.
Yeah, that's a good one. I like that. My favorite is The Waters, which is on Malibu.
Okay.
That one's my favorite.
I'll check that one out.
All right, bro. This is kind of the part. If you don't have anything other than the music, this is kind of the part where I let you plug your stuff, promote all your dates and anything like that, and then I'll wrap the podcast up.
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm doing a lot of shows soon. If you're in the Texas or Oklahoma City area, March 2nd will be the Addison Improv. That's like near Dallas.
Yeah.
March 3rd is the Houston Improv. I'll be featuring there. I'll be featuring all these places. March 4th is the San Antonio Improv. March 5th is the Austin Speakeasy, which is like a little really cool bar spot. I'm really excited about it. It's like a music venue, but it's a great venue for comedy. I actually saw Big J Okerson there.
Oh, that's sick.
It was really cool. And then March 6th is the Bricktown Comedy Club in Oklahoma City. March 7th, Addison Improv with Allie Makovsky. So she's real funny. If you don't know her, check her out for sure.
Yeah.
And March 8th, San Antonio Improv too with Allie Makovsky.
Dude, fuck yeah, that's so awesome. I'm super happy that you have all these dates and all that.
That's cool. I mean, it's gonna be nuts. I don't know. It's gonna be a weird getting everywhere, but yeah. And I'm and also the Laughing with Landry podcast. Check it out. It's kind of on a little hiatus right now because I'm trying to get some equipment together, but it'll be back.
I got you. Yeah, guys, go check out homeless Andy Samberg shit. Nah, bro, but thank you for doing it. This was a super fun podcast. I love talking to other comics.
Me too.
I'm excited to just see you keep getting shit and growing and yeah, you got to send me pictures of the Speakeasy in Austin. I want to see where I'm kind of heading out to and what the gigs are going to look like and all that.
For sure, dude.
But yeah, other than that, guys, go check out his stuff. The GoFundMe that I talked about earlier, that'll be in the bio, guys. We still have the t-shirt collabs and stickers. Hit me up if you want those. Otherwise, thank you guys. If this is your first time or your 49th time listening, I appreciate you. And most importantly, thank you for letting us be your last resort. See ya.
This has been a Your Last Resort production.